Showdown in the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
Kenny now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Cousins now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And Brady, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Raymond now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't. Through the contact, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Touchdown. Quintez Cephas, 82 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Powers through. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Cousins steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Out to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll get that to Emil Smith-Marset. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
14 more yards.
They'll run with Madison. Pushes him over, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So that rolls up a 7-play drive all told, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Raymond now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins buying time to his left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Goff. This one taken in by Cephas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought it was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Here's Madison running on first down. Runs over him. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Cousins on first down. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins escaping the pressure right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give. This is Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing, Cousins. Flushed out right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but... say out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball?
So that challenge, a successful one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Play action now, Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Cousins. Dancing to his left. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 20. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays in that spot. 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time is a second for a loss of 6. There's Goff. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, this is Madison. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Cousins steps away to his left. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down, 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, a flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Vigil. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On second down, Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 28-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Throwing here, Cousins. Flush to his right, finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Vikings field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big...